What's up guys, it's your boy Sean here. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to give you 5 ways in order to save and budget your money. So if you're ready, let's get into it.
Nerf this!
Number 1 is to be self-aware, and I'll break that down for you. You need to keep it in the back of your mind that you want to save and budget, okay? So next time you're going out to the store, just keep in the back of your mind, I'm trying to save money here. And what I do when I'm trying to save money, I always ask myself this question before I make any purchase. Do I need it? Not do I want it, but do I need it? And will this purchase bring me closer to where I want to be? So number 1 is to just be self-aware, be in the mindset of I'm saving and budgeting my money, and when you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? That's number 1. It's early, I got some stuff to do today, but first, coffee. So as I'm sitting here enjoying this cup of Java, that brings me to my second tip, and that's to skip the coffee. Let me break that down for you because I need my caffeine. So don't get it twisted. I need my coffee every morning. I'm very, very guilty of this, and that's going and buying a coffee from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or your local cafe. I do it a lot. I do it frequently. But when I'm trying to save money, I try to cut that out. I try to drink coffee from home instead of spending. And I know it seems like not a great expense, but it adds up. If you're spending $5 on a coffee every single day, at the end of the week, that's $35 you could have saved. Now, if you don't have a means to make coffee, like if you don't have a kettle and you can't make instant coffee, or you really can't stomach instant coffee, because I know there's people out there, or if you don't have a coffee maker, what you can do, and it's a way to cut the expense of spending that $5 on that cup of coffee or that $3, or whatever the case may be. Just get a shot of espresso, all right? It's usually only $1. So instead of spending that $5 per day, you're only spending $1 per day, and it exponentially decrease the amount of expense per week that you're spending on coffee or caffeine or whatever you need to, wake yourself up in the morning. So I guess that's a pro tip. Get a shot of espresso instead of a whole cup of coffee. It'll save you $2, $3, $4, $5. It depends on how you take your coffee and what size you normally get. Because that little shot of espresso will give you, if not the same, greater results than that whole cup of coffee would give you. And if, just in case you're wondering guys, I usually get iced coffee with shots of espresso in it. So you can imagine what my coffee bill would be at the end of the week if I drank a coffee or purchased a coffee every single day of the week. So tip number 2 is to skip the coffee that you're paying for every single day, or get a shot of espresso just to reduce that cost. So I got some errands to run. I'm gonna get jumping on that. Away we go. Man, it is like the picture perfect day outside right now. Like sun-kissed, warm enough for a shirt and some shorts. This is my kind of weather. Perfect. What the? So my car's dead right now, and I have an appointment I have to get to. I have to go to the doctor's right now. And if you know that if you're late to a doctor's appointment, you are SOL, because they will not take you. So now I gotta figure out a way to get to the doctor's, or if someone could jumpstart my car. So think. So since no one's around to give me a jump start, Lily's not here obviously, I knocked on the neighbor's door. They're not answering. So I have no one here to give me a jump. So I just requested a lift. I called the office. They're gonna still see me. Granted, I could get there within the, a 10-minute window after my appointment time. Luckily, the office is only a couple minutes away, but the challenge is waiting for the lift that I just requested. So, waiting on that. Hopefully I make it in time. So the lift came in clutch. I made it in time. I can't film in there obviously because it's a doctor's office and they got rules and regulations against that. So the appointment went well, everything's good, your boy is good, as always. So let me give you tip number 3 in order to save and budget your money. So tip number 3 is to live below your means and not above. What most people do, they live above their means. And what I mean by that is they will earn, let's just say $1,000 per week, right? They will spend that $1,000 per week, sometimes even more, with the use of credit cards or borrowing money or whatever the case may be. A lot of times people will, you know, spend their whole paycheck before they even get it. Whether it's bills, you know, driving that fancy car, living in that apartment or house that's just a little bit too big or too expensive for them, going out to eat all the time, buying the bar when they go out, whatever the case may be, they're spending all their money they're making. They're not paying themselves. And I'm gonna link a book down in the description. Check it out. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. And one of the key principles is to pay yourself first. And what the author means by that is to invest in yourself. So take 10% of your income and put it in your savings towards an investment that will return money to you. So whether that's stocks, real estate, something, a personal business. So whatever that is for you, make sure you put some money aside that's gonna have a return for you. So live below your means, guys. Make sure you're putting some money aside each and every week or every time you get paid, so you can save up and enjoy that money and have that money work for you, as opposed to you working and trading your time your whole entire life for that money. So live below your means. I ain't gonna lie, I've probably been walking for like an hour now, and I just checked Waze to see how close I was to the address, and I still have 3 miles to go. So I don't know if this was the smartest decision on my point, but it's beautiful out. I'm gonna enjoy the weather, get some clarity in this mind of mine, and we're gonna keep on walking. So let's keep it going. Back at the casa, everything is golden. It was a good walk. Just was saying everything I was grateful for. You know, just having the ability to use these legs to walk home, walk all that distance is a blessing. So thanks, big guy. Now I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm gonna see what we got. Boom, we got some guac toast for y'all. Okay, live taste test. Mm. 7 out of 10. Only because it's got the fake guac on there. It's like out of the package, as you saw. Going through the post-lunch crash right now. Bonus tip is to bring your lunch, guys. Going back to the same thing with the coffee. If you can cut out an expense every day, such as buying lunch or bringing lunch as opposed to buying lunch, that's gonna help you tremendously. If you figure $10 on lunch per day, that's at least $50 a week you could be saving. And I know some people that'll go to like a restaurant every day to get lunch, and you figure that's, you know, again, 10, 15, sometimes $20. So monumental money can be saved over the long term if you just cut out those small expenses. So bonus tip, bring yo lunch. I'm gonna relax. So instead of relaxing, I decided to water the plants and be a little more productive. You know, just to help out, get some stuff done. Instead of, you know, that walk was long and I was like a little tired after I ate, but get this out of the way, you know what I mean? That way no one else has to do it, and I'm here, get it done early. That way everyone else can come home and relax and won't have to worry about it. So as I'm here watering the grass, let me just give you the 4th tip on how to save or budget your money, and that's to track your expenses. and don't just half-ass it. If you half-ass it, it won't work. Create an Excel spreadsheet and, you know, mark down where all your expenses are going. Look at your bank statements. Look at where you're spending your money, because I can almost guarantee you're spending a lot of money in a place that you wouldn't even realize that you're spending a ton of money. And for me, it was going out to eat a lot. Obviously, it's going to be relative to how much you want to spend and how much you make. And this goes back to living, you know, above your means. Go look and see how much you're spending on going out to eat, because for me that was a bigger expense than most. But the point is, track your expenses. So go review your bank statements at the end of each month, mark them in an Excel spreadsheet, and that way you'll be on top of it, and you'll know where your money's going. You know where your income's being disposed of, so to speak. So number 4 is to track your expenses and don't be half-assed about it, okay? It is hot out here. I'm gonna need some water after this. So I'm all set, changed up, plants are watered, everything's good. I cleaned up a little bit. My 5th and final tip to save and budget money would be to be conservative when you go out. What I mean by that is, instead of ordering a beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, whatever the case may be, get a soda. And if you wanna be one step better than that, get a water. It's free. So I'm not saying to be a square, don't go out with your boys when they hit the bar, but instead of buying the bar or even drinking a beer or a few beers, or if they're going out for a night of drinking, instead of drinking A, be the DD, and if you're not the DD, they have their own ride, whatever the case is, then just get a soda. I've done this so many times. I've gone out to the bar with my friends, and I'm hanging out. I'm not being a stiff. I'm not hanging out. But instead of drinking and, you know, disposing of my money, I'm simply just getting a water or getting a soda which has free refills. So you're using that one-time investment of $3, $4, whatever it is, and you have a whole night full of, you know, drinks or having a drink, instead of just sitting there not drinking anything. So simply do that, and that'll save you a ton of money, especially when you want to go out but you don't want to spend the money. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got some value out of it. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you for checking it out. I release videos just like this every Monday to get your week going and every Friday to get your weekend started, so you don't want to miss them. Turn the post notification bell on and you'll be alerted when I release them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.